these Epstein-like characters have existed throughout history. Everybody is a supplier. Epstein, Weinstein, like these guys knew what these extremists liked and provided it. To have $1 billion and not create a fantasy island type environment has not existed throughout history.
Top the line and said, damn, they got your man Jay in the Epstein files. I got to do a doc on this shit. I should have known he was going to hop online and say something like 50 Cent. He cannot stand Jay-Z.
When federal files resurface, silence is never neutral. It becomes a signal. Names appear without conclusions, footage is referenced without context, and the public is left to assemble fragments the system refuses to explain. Now, as Katt Williams is positioned as someone breaking that silence, the real question isn't what he said, it's why these questions are surfacing now, and who benefits from the uncertainty they generate.
Let me ask you a question. Did you know Epstein was locked up for these same exact charges in 2009?
I heard about it. Didn't he got dismissed or something though, right? Like
he served some time and then he got good behavior and let him out.
Bro, I don't know how pedophiles get good behavior, bro. Like, that needs to be a law, bro.
How could you ever? That's
bro.
like the ultimate. That's like the ultimate in foul behavior right there.
Right.
So, you know, you get more time for drugs than you get for harming children. So I think that's weird. You got people right now locked up for weed charges, and weed is legal in several places, and you got pedophiles on the street.
Horrible.
This may sound out there, but in the Bible it says, make sacrifices to us and we will do your bidding. They will reward you with wealth, power, whatever you want. Why is it that all of these people, they not nobodies, but they playing with kids? They gotta make a trade somehow. It's an old story, man, and we getting down to the bottom of it, because on Epstein Island, he had a temple that was built for the god of child sacrifice, Moloch, on his island. They don't want to talk about that though. Spooky, spooky, spooky.
When federal authorities release long-sealed Epstein files, the moment is not defined by proof, it is defined by pressure. Documents surface, footage is referenced, and familiar names re-enter circulation without conclusions attached. Silence, once protective, begins to feel structural, not an absence of speech, but a controlled flow of information. In this space, exposure does not resolve questions, it multiplies them. The real issue is not who appears in the files, but why clarity is so carefully rationed.
Well, let me go over these Jay-Z allegations just so the people who are listening can get the full story, man.
All right.
An anonymous caller alleged that a victim was abducted and woke up in a room with Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z in Florida, claiming an incident occurred in the mid-1990s, approximately 1996. And then Pusha T, the same or another caller identified Pusha T as a handler, someone who establishes friendships with victims for Harvey Weinstein, and alleged he was present during a drugging and sexual assault incident in 2007. So all of this is alleged. This is just what somebody called in and said.
But the problem with this is this. Right now, they got somebody called in and somebody filed a lawsuit saying that they seen me hiding bodies for P. Diddy. And I have to actually go to court. Somebody said, like with the case that I'm dealing with right now with Ashley Parham, she come up with all of these different details. She seen Drewski on the slip and slide. You feel me? I'm there pointing guns at Diddy and all these people. This type of stuff shouldn't even be allowed to come out, because this is hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So for them to say she woke up with Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Weinstein, well, Pusha T is not no handler like that, bro. That's not what he do, bro. Anybody who been around know that. Because when I was with Teyana Taylor, she was signed when I was security. She was signed to Ye and Pusha T. She was with them all the time, bro. No, I never seen none of that. And I would know, bro. I would know. Because the guy who was trying to sell the sex tape of him with Pusha T wife, guy come to me with this. None of this stuff right here never came up. You know what I'm saying? Weinstein used to date Halle Berry. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
That's a fact. Well, they all sleep together in the industry like that. But you know, you gotta be careful when you playing with Sean Carter though, man. He too calculated for that. I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see that. Because then what was the outcome of that?
Large federal investigations accumulate information long before they establish facts. Tips are recorded, allegations archived, and names documented without judgment. Yet when these records become public, the line between documentation and determination collapses. Administrative intake is mistaken for evidence. The system was never designed to curate truth, only to preserve information. But once context is lost, even raw records begin to resemble proof. The question becomes unavoidable. When does record-keeping start shaping reality?
I said, damn, they got your man Jay in the Epstein files. I got to do a doc on this shit. I should have known he was going to hop online and say something like 50 Cent. He cannot stand Jay-Z. If there's two people in the industry who he cannot stand, it's Diddy, #1, and Jay-Z, #2. And it's just wild how all this coming out. They saying that Jay-Z and Pusha T name is in the Epstein files. Like, what the hell is going on? Now, people have been saying for years that Jay-Z, he been with underage women, starting with Foxy Brown and Aaliyah, even Beyonce. Like, it was always them rumors, you know what I'm saying? But just the fact that his name is listed in the files is crazy. I don't know how true it is, because I'm pretty sure Jay-Z, his legal team do not play. They probably some type of cease and desist or something. Because if it's not true, somebody got to pay, but they saying it's in the Epstein files. I don't know what the hell that is for real. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't really know how deep it goes, and I don't want to know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Because the little bit that I do know about Jeffrey Epstein and all that stuff, he was into some sick stuff, a whole bunch of underage and disgusting stuff. So I don't even want to really even deep dive into that, because like I said, sometimes ignorance is bliss, because it's a sick world. And all these people in high power, celebrities, and people on the political side, they always been, you know, in some sick parties and doing a whole bunch of inappropriate stuff. So this shit wild, man. It'd be crazy if 50 Cent do a documentary though. What y'all think about this? Will be much.
Katt Williams' break silence is not a legal development, it is a cultural signal. In moments when institutions speak cautiously, audiences turn toward voices perceived as independent of power. Commentary fills the vacuum left by redaction and delay. Silence is reinterpreted as guilt, and speech as courage. Yet speaking is not the same as substantiating. When interpretation replaces verification, revelation can feel real without ever being resolved. The deeper tension is whether trust has shifted from systems to spectacle.
Always say when you look at people like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are top tier celebrity, like at the top, shaking hands with the elites, you know. But this news came out, says Beyonce's Instagram loses 10 million followers after Jay-Z named an Epstein case. Now, she's tied to him. This is her husband. This is the father of her kids. And this isn't a shock to me. The shock would be people not unfollowing. You know? I'm just, you know, it's been a lot of stuff said about her. I said before, as you get older and you start to really get wiser and you start to see things for what they really are. Also, Let me read this here. Beyonce has reportedly lost 10 million followers on Instagram after new allegations surfaced involving her husband, rapper Jay-Z. The claims come from documents tied to the Jeffrey Epstein case released by the U.S. Department of Justice. A courting account also lost over 100,000 followers after his name appeared in the documents. Some major accounts, including celebrities and brands, are believed to have unfollowed him. Now that right there, that's something. That is something there, because when you say celebrities unfollowed him, you got to think about how the industry is and how they're all in the industry. But I said there's layers to it. Yet when news come out, some people want to unfollow so they don't lose their brand deals, you know? Oh, you didn't hear what happened, you know, what's alleged against Jay-Z? And we see that you're following him, deal gone, you know? So some people are probably trying to separate themselves so they don't lose any brand deals, you know? I'll read that again. Some major accounts, including celebrities and brands, are believed to have unfollowed him. At the time of reporting, Jay-Z still has around 1 million followers, and Beyonce, along with Lindsay Lohan, Diddy, Ivanka Trump, and Kris Jenner, continue to follow him. Suggests Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, Apple Music, and the NFL may have unfollowed him as well. That right there is huge. I mean,
in federal material, a name can appear without context and still carry consequence. For figures with decades of influence, proximity alone can function as implication. Legacy becomes vulnerable not to proof, but to association. The system does not distinguish between reference and responsibility in public perception. Once a name enters circulation, clarification often arrives too late. The unresolved question is whether modern accountability still belongs to courts or to perception itself.
In the Grammys, Trevor Noah made some jokes, and when he was talking about the Song of the Year award, he said, "That is a Grammy every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland," which makes sense. Because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I didn't hear the joke. I mean, you're telling it to me now, so I'm hearing it. But I mean, I obviously know that Trump was pissed about it.
Yeah, he's threatening to sue.
Yeah. That is the biggest man baby on the planet, dude. He is the fucking biggest man child. Jesus.
Well, they released more of the Epstein files.
Whoo.
There's a lot there. Allegedly, Jay-Z and Pusha T got mentioned in there somewhere.
Listen, I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing like everybody else and playing the fucking high school girl gossip game. Or, because I'm looking online and already we see like almost like bullshit tabloid newspapers at the grocery store. I saw one on Instagram. Jay-Z and Beyonce divorced because of the Epstein shit. Jay-Z flees the country and is going to another country. Stop it. Divorce, him and Beyonce not getting divorced. He's not leaving the country until you show me something that said he did X, Y, and Z. Okay, he was mentioned. What's the context?
Right, he was accused by a third party, and that's really all it was. There was no like pictures.
Right.
Actual videos, because you know what's his name, the guy in the royal family that was like over like what looked like a dead body. Was it Prince?
Okay.
Do you see how he was all mixed up and all that? Oh yeah, they have him like over some like young girl. They say they may have killed her. Like It was, the whole thing is crazy.
Okay, but
The
what's
fact that they're
Jay-Z's part
taking
in that?
pictures. Well, see, Jay and Pusha T were not part of it. They're basically saying that some girl accused them or whatever. That's just part of the whole file. So let's just say that some girl said Ari Spears was there also. It's just an accusation.
Why? I don't know why this is such a hard concept for people to understand. And I know I may have said this here. Rich people hang out with rich people.
Right.
Understand? Now, it'd be one thing if these accusations came out and then they found them to be true and you're still associating with them. Now that's a bad look.
Well,
but prior to the accusations or the confirmations, they're rich people. They own islands. They own yachts. Rich people hang out with other rich people that have those same things. There's no crime in that. So until that person is convicted, then, knock it off. People love to run with this shit.
Yeah.
Like they was showing pictures of, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker with Epstein. Chris Tucker. So does that mean that just because Chris may have been at a party or been on the island prior to the accusations that he was involved with something? Absolutely not.
Well, yeah. There is some interesting stuff in there, though. For
you don't
example,
find out a man is a woman beater till he hits you. So prior to the hit, he's the greatest guy in the world. Then when he knocked two of your teeth loose, you can go, this is a bad guy.
Right.
Once files reach the public, a secondary system activates. Commentators interpret fragments, align timelines, and construct narrative coherence from uncertainty. This economy thrives not on confirmation, but on momentum. Repetition replaces scrutiny. Meanwhile, investigative reviews of the Epstein case confirm extensive abuse, but stop short of proving a coordinated criminal network involving name deletes. When certainty feels convincing without being provable, the standard guiding public judgment begins to drift.
Pleasant 1214. My IG is Miss Pleasant 73. Make sure y'all go follow my fan page. I got a damn fan page. I didn't even know I had a fan page. Shout out to Dez, who made Miss Pleasant _ fan page on IG. Please go over there, support him. He's trying to do something really nice for me. He thinks I should have a fan page. I'm like, okay. So go over there and support the fan page.
Hold up.
What?
I gotta do this. April AG. April AG. April AG is a member, y'all. Hey, April AG. April AG. April AG is a member, y'all. Go. April AG 43. April AG 43.
Hey.
April AG is a member, y'all. Hey, April AG. April AG.
What?
April AG is a member, y'all. April AG, thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Now go over to the Pop-Out Show and subscribe and become a member over there. Samuel Rand.
Today is not going to be the same price as tomorrow.
I ain't changed mine in 5 years.
Mine is only $1.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is, but it is what it is. Libra Queen, what up with you, mama? Who else we got in there? Hey, Ray, you say that's what I'm talking about. Yes, man. That's how we do it out there. Hey, man, like people, they tell me, yo, this nigga be singing to the people and so like, nigga, I like to have fun. And I'm just telling y'all, today Gene is not what yesterday Gene was.
No, it's really
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
Nobody likes him. Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody.
Women didn't like me?
No,
The women didn't like me?
No, the women loved you, but they hated you at the same time because you would just describe you. You were a mystery to people. You were a mystery to a lot of women because you were tall, you were brown skinned, you was handsome, you was well kept, you was good. Well, you still is, but you know what I'm saying. You had youth on your side. You know, you had this certain swag because you weren't from New York per se, but you understood the politics.
That's
You understood the politics. You get what I'm saying? But you just was not a fuck around person. Like you were not a fuck around person.
Power rarely erases allegations. It delays them. Legal responses, strategic silence, and institutional restraint operate not to immediately resolve questions, but to outlast attention. Ambiguity becomes protection. File releases disrupt that balance briefly, but without sustained inquiry, disclosure risks becoming spectacle. Time itself becomes a shield. The system is patient, public attention is not, and accountability struggles to survive that imbalance.
And now I know how to come right back in. But come on, Stacy. Stacy from Ohio.
Oh, she wanted to talk. Oh, don't worry about it, Ma.
Yes, you do worry about it.
No, I have my own pop-off hotline, you guys. If you want to speak to Miss Pleasant, I have my own pop-off hotline. You guys, I'm going to give y'all the pop-off hotline so y'all can call me anytime y'all want to. And y'all can
Law student from Cali, what up with you, girl?
And y'all can pop off.
Let somebody else do some crazy stuff. I'm going to tell that girl name.
No, don't do that. Y'all want him to tell her name? Y'all will be able to find her. Because y'all know how y'all be doing. I don't want to get,
Oh, yes. Let's give a shout out to Miss Bessie. Miss Bessie, thank you for the donations. Thank you for coming back to the channel. She lost her phone and
to me, you can call the pop-off hotline. You can call there to pop off, say what y'all want to say. Just don't be rude and disrespectful. The pop-off hotline is 929-773-9033. I'm going to put that in the chat. So you guys, if you want to talk to me, you can call that. You can call that hotline and I'll pick up. I like talking to people. I really do. So if you guys are bored, y'all want to talk, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you.
Go ahead. Hey, listen to me. So now, with these Epstein files and everything like that, a lot of more names are going to be popping up. But see, these are the names in which that certain parties want to come out so they could destroy other people's parties. The reason Jay-Z name, it came out.
The theory of Epstein as a blackmail operator persists because it offers an explanation for prolonged silence, protection, secrecy, leverage, intelligence ties. In a world shaped by hidden influence, such ideas feel plausible, but plausibility is not proof. Documents may suggest influence without confirming intent or affiliation. Speculation expands where transparency ends. The ethical challenge is resisting convenient explanations while still demanding institutional openness. When mystery persists, does it invite inquiry or enable myth?
Yeah, because then what was the outcome of that?
Yeah, I don't see it either, man. It doesn't really seem, and this was in 1996. He wasn't even really famous. I don't even know if Harvey Weinstein would have been hanging around Jay-Z at this time. This is crazy. This is the year Tupac died.
Bro, that don't even add up. So you believe Jay-Z out the country right now?
I didn't hear that. Is that what they're saying?
They saying Jay-Z fled the country, but somebody just made one of those little memes, posted it up, and all the blogs running with it. So you go on Flight Radar, his plane is parked right there in New York. People don't got Flight Radar though. They don't know about them apps.
I don't see Jay-Z running like Russell Simmons. I think Jay-Z he gonna fight and defend his name. I don't think none of these crazy things have any real credibility. But 50 Cent is still wanting to make a documentary about Jay-Z.
Bro, 50, if they had awards for certain characteristics, if they had the petty award, like a championship, bro, he would get it every year, bro. He wild as hell. But see, at the end of the day, bro, there's no story about Jay-Z and the Punisher, man. You feel me? It's no stories like that. We haven't heard it. We haven't seen it. That little interview right there, that's not gonna be enough.
Public expectation often exceeds what legal systems can deliver. Evidence thresholds, jurisdictional limits, and prosecutorial standards narrow what can be pursued. As more material becomes visible, frustration grows when outcomes remain limited. This gap is not always corruption, it is constraint. But when justice feels incomplete, trust erodes. If the law cannot answer every moral question, where does society redirect its demand for accountability?
Involved in something there never seems to be any type of consequences, any type of repercussions. For the most part, people still will follow them. People will stick up for them. But having your name tied to Jeffrey Epstein, it's like, man, it's like, golly, man, like, what the hell? Now, again, we still have to see what's going to come of this, what's going to happen. I made the video the other day talking about who's going to jail, like what happens next moving forward, because it seems to be a whole lot of, this is out, this happened. Did you read the files? Did you see the pictures? Did you see this? Did you see that? It's like, okay, so what's next? So what the hell is next? But this right here, man, this is one of them headlines you thought you wouldn't see, especially with the NFL. May have unfollowed him as well. I don't know, man. I just feel like, you can throw this, just go ahead and throw this into the whole welcome to 2026. Throw it in there, man. Throw it in there. For Beyonce to be losing like 10 million followers, Jay-Z losing followers, and the NFL unfollowing him, and he works with, that is huge. So it's like, what's going to happen next? Is he going to be removed from his position? This is huge. It is. I still think it's so crazy with the whole Epstein files like that. You got so many people, names and faces redacted, but they were actually, who some of the victims are, man. That it's like they're protecting the powerful people, but not the victims. Crazy. Yeah, man. I guess we gotta wait and see. Then there was some rumors about him, like, did he possibly did Jay-Z flee? They were saying, is he leaving the country? I don't know. But I mean, he could be going on vacation somewhere. But nah, that would be weird, because normally you would think he would be in attendance at the Super Bowl to see, because I know he had some say into the whole selecting Bad Bunny, right? We'll see, man, what comes of this. But damn.
Exposure creates awareness, not resolution. Files can surface without clarity. Footage can exist without context. Voices can speak without verification. In that space, spectacle competes with standards. True accountability is not viral, it is disciplined. It depends on separating allegation from evidence, influence from guilt, and silence from secrecy. The final tension remains unresolved. In an era driven by revelation, does society still value proof enough to wait for it?